because we have lots of music playing today. Hopefully this microphone is picking up me instead of the Spanish music playing in the background, whatever that is. Spanish guitar. All right, just waiting for someone to connect so I can start talking to somebody. Okay, Nina, are you on live yet? Okay, and we'll start with star signs just to take up some time. Okay, I've got to get PayPal happening. PayPal's not happening. All right, what's going on here? PayPal. Okay, it's showing that I'm connected to my phone internet. I've got the link up the top. I've got a full signal, so it should all be working really well. The glasses, they're clip-on things, so I can block out the sun. Cheap crap. They're like, I think they were like $4 or something on that Shein. Just go to Shein and ask for clip-on glasses. Oh, well, you don't need glasses, so you don't need clip-on ones. Skip for now. All right. Okay, so hey there, Bill. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. I didn't turn off the super chat thing, Nina. I didn't turn it off. I forgot about doing that. And I think I've got to go into the settings on a computer to turn that off. I don't think I can turn it off from here. You can't hear, there's no lyrics. It's just some kind of Spanish thing playing at the moment. So hopefully they just keep background music playing or turn it off or turn it down. Hopefully as I start talking and get more and more, talking about things, you can't really hear it too much. Unfortunately, I'm trying to turn my back on I'll just turn around. Maybe if I go to the other side, maybe if it's behind me, because I've got speakers in front of me there. I'll just turn around. Okay, I'll come around this way. I didn't want to sit on this side because of the sun. The sun's directly in my face now. Anyway, and I don't know if I can see the phone, see the camera. All right. Yeah, I can't really see the phone because there's too much sun in my face. It should be all right if I go like that. Really, Chris, you've donated. Okay, is the music better? Is it better now with me face like this? Because I've got the music behind me and this microphone should be picking up on the front. I can't hear music coming from in front of me. So has that changed the music? Is it drowned out a little bit more? It was only a cheap microphone, but according to all the reviews and online, I seen a guy standing right beside an air conditioner without the microphone on, and then he turned it on and you could barely hear the air conditioner. Yeah, so I don't know, is it helping or not? You can barely hear the music? Okay, as long as you can't tell what that is, like if it's a song that comes on with lyrics and everything, you can hear it. They're actually singing right now. I've never heard this music before, so I do know last time I went live, I got sent an email saying that the music was, you hear me over everything? Okay, so hopefully, I could take the microphone thing out and see what happens and see if you can actually see a difference with it in or off. I tested it with Nina in WhatsApp and she could definitely tell, like she couldn't hear background when I was using it. And as soon as I plugged it, took it out, she could hear all the background music. So obviously it's doing something. Okay, Chris, so you're first up today. So this is 2 detailed readings, Nina. We're going to do one at a time, Chris, and I was explaining to Nina before I went live, I want to do about 5 detailed readings or 10 mini readings. I'll never get 10 mini readings. Usually I get 1 or 2. So if I get 4 detailed readings and 2 mini readings, that'll be enough. 4 or 5 anyway, the equivalent. So starting it off, we only need 3 to go and I'm finished. I just don't want to be online a long time, and I'm concerned about music. Anyway, all right, so what we'll do now, I can't see. I can't see the questions. Okay, Erica donated as well, so that's 2 to go. That's times 2. Erica, detail reading, I'm assuming. Let me just go and check PayPal, see if that's working. Okay, I better keep talking because of that music. I think the microphone, when I'm not talking, will pick up on the music if I'm not talking. Okay, yeah. So we got two for Chris and then 1 for Erica. Okay. A general reading for your brother Jarrell, and also Uprise next month for the second reading. So June, Uprise for the second reading. Work and general. Okay, I'll just write that down for you, Chris. We'll start with Jarrell's reading first. I'll direct the conversation at Jarrell. And then when we get to Erica, I'll have to, if I lift them up, I can see the writing. So, okay, these are blocking out the writing and the phone and everything. They're helping a little bit with the sun. I probably need a cap on my head or something sitting here. All right, so let's get the timer happening for Jarrell. Timer. This is for Jarrell. Jarrell. General messages for the month of June. We're nearly at June, guys. 2 more days and I think it's June. 1st of June is on Saturday. It's currently Wednesday here. So 2 more days to go in the month of May. Unbelievable how time is flying by. Jarrell. What is coming towards Jarrell in the month of June, please? So general messages, we'll put his name out first and then do the 555. 1, 2, Jerell. And then the 555. Okay, so I'll focus on different sections one at a time and read them out, like work, health, relations, and just general things, financial situation. Now, we'll start with financial situation first up for you, Jarrell. There's something you've been hoping for, something you've been working on, something you're wishing for. Now, this may be traveling or getting a new job or doing some kind of study, movement forward. There's been some hiccups along the way. There's been some disappointments along the way. It's like you make your mind up about what you want to do, and the person on the other end of it, the boss, the company, whatever it is you want to do, the school, it's kind of like going in the wrong direction. And it's also showing me things where you really think that this is the right thing, this is the thing you want to do, this is the thing you want to study, or you want to be part of it, or you want to work with this group of people. When you get there, it's like a fish out of water. It's like where you don't match. I'm just checking what that was. Just keep an eye on what's going on the super chats there for me, please. Then you have a turnaround. You have a turnaround where it's suddenly like the next day, things are different, and everything seems to be flowing and you seem to fit. Everything seems to be going the way you thought. But then we have a turnaround again. So it's sort of like in regards to work and where you're at, it's like going in one direction, feeling like this doesn't fit right, getting drawn to something else, feeling like this is where you need to be. Money looks good. Transition phases look great. Increasing your knowledge, your power of joining in and joining forces with whatever this is. And then it goes backwards again. Okay, now it can be that it's something to do with food, medication, travel, or even some kind of injury or something like that where it keeps transitioning and causing drama. When I look down here at your challenges in June in regards to money and work first and study, something you've worked long and hard for. You've had all the structure in place. You've done the studies. You've done whatever it is you're wanting to do with your life. It's like going and sitting down and doing a test or an interview and feeling like it all went well. But then when you come away from it, you find out, like, how did I fail that? Or how did I not get that? So it's like where you think it's working, but then when the reality hits, it's not working the way you thought. There will be a new opportunity coming from a very unlikely place. Now, this could be, as I said, I'm not sure if you're still going to school or whether you're working. I can't remember where you're at in life. But this is showing a new direction, a new opportunity to learn something new, to get on board with something. But you're being told, just take it one day at a time. Don't try and rush anything at this stage, because if you rush something, it could end up in failure or just not recognizing what it is that you need at this point. Moving forward in June, in regards to work and money, I see a lot of work and not enough money. Okay, I see that you're very passionate about what you want to do. You're very committed to what you want to do. And it's like you're doing 9 hours and feeling like you're not getting the pay that you need for this. Now, what I also can see is that your personal life, your health, your well-being, your family, there's some kind of interference with your work and your progress. So what I mean by that is you could get the job that you want, the promotion that you want, the school that you want, if it's school, and then mum or dad gets sick, and you have to stop what you're doing because you're stressed about what's going on at home. So it's like something at home or something within personal relationships, whether it be your family as in brother, sister, mother, father, or partner. It is showing some kind of interference in where you're trying to work, you're trying to put your energies into your work, but you're getting drawn away because there's something else that has to be sorted out. Now, all is not doom and gloom with the whole work situation. In time, I do see that something's going to take a year from now. It's a slow-going process, but eventually all the kings will line up, the money will line up, the application will be successful, and the movement will happen. But again, I have to stipulate that it's coming from somewhere you least expect. So let's say you were studying to be a doctor, and you wanted to work at the hospital in the city. This would be, you're not going to be a doctor, you're not going to work at that hospital in the city, but for now, there's some other opportunity where your skills can be much more appreciated to get you eventually a year from now into the hospital in the city, okay? So don't let go of an opportunity that comes through. I'm seeing more likely it's coming through in July, not June. So don't look at and say, no, that's not what I'm wanting. Give it a chance, give it a go. And even if it feels like you don't fit when you first get there, you're being told to persevere because it will turn around. Now, on a personal level, we'll go with health here. I'm seeing something to do with there's a minor illness card sitting next to something to do with hereditary. Okay, so keep all testing up to date, like if you need to have blood tests once every 6 months for things like diabetes, or you need to have cholesterol checks or whatever it is, anything that's hereditary, it's just telling you to just keep an eye on things. If you start to notice any kind of symptoms of anything, that just go and get it checked, because there is something that would help level everything back out again. Other things with your health and well-being, I am seeing accidental happenings to do with overindulgence. Now, the overindulgence could be you're taking too much vitamin D, or you're eating too much of, I don't know, meat or fish or or whatever. So there's an overindulgence that can cause some kind of damage or some kind of injury. And you're being also told that not just to trust the word of the doctor that you've been seeing for the last 10 years, I'm also wondering whether this is not just you, this is someone related to you where you're supporting them or trying to get them to do something different. Because you've got a Jack of Diamonds here, and in medical terms, a Jack of Diamonds to me is saying get a second opinion, get somebody. The King of Diamonds would be the doctor that you see forever, the family doctor, the person that knows everything about you. The Jack of Diamonds would be saying there is help out there from a different source, from somebody young, fresh, new eyes on something, okay? If this is not you, it is based around a male. The health issue is sitting around a male at this time. In regards to health and well-being over June, July possibly as well, I am seeing something to do with a dedication to making sure that something never gets to that point. Okay, so if you went and had a blood test and they picked up that let's say your sugar level looks a little bit high, what's the worst thing you can do? The worst thing is to go home and continue to eat sweets or drink whatever you call it over there. We call it fizzy drink. I think you call it like Coke, pop, soda. So the worst thing you could do if you're told that it's a bit high, but we're just going to keep an eye on it, the worst thing you can do is continue to indulge in things that you know are going to make it worse. I do see that a dedication to turning things around to make sure that it never goes down that track, whatever that disorder or health issue may be. In regards to health issues as well, I am seeing stuff to do with the head. Normally stuff to do with the head is about over-stressing about things, not getting enough sleep, not getting out and getting a walk. If you can't sleep, make sure that first thing in the morning when the sun's up, get 10 to 20 minutes of the sunshine, no sunglasses on, and breathe in and walk around. And it tends to help when it comes to nighttime, when the sun's gone down. But yeah, I'm seeing things to do with the head in regards to stress. Anyway, that's what I'm getting. The buzzer's going already, and we haven't even got onto your thing. All of your cards are showing the future outcome. So at the end of June or going into July, or maybe even the end of July, it's all showing a turnaround in the direction that you're wanting things. So whether it's a financial situation, a learning situation, there was nothing really in there about love and romance in the reading. I'll quickly do top and bottom of the tarot before we get on to the two questions for you. And then, Chris, we'll do your next question. Okay, so this is for Jarell. Jarell. Top and bottom. What else does Jarell need to see for June? What's coming towards Jarell? Hopefully lovely, positive things, Jarell. That is the 10 of Wands that flipped over in reverse. Be careful with journeys that you want to take during June. Something that you may feel is the right course or the right place to be may not actually turn out the way you wanted. There's a frustrated energy coming through in June. In regards to love and romance, you're feeling like you've got the right stuff, you've got the right thing to offer, but it's getting the attention of the person sort of like they're hanging on and clinging on to a past kind of situation. There's a frustration around a romantic situation. Again, the cards are really not indicating anything to do with romance. Health-related matters are telling you to be cautious. Be cautious with things. There's more likelihood of an accidental happening, whereas there's an injury of some sort, or exposing yourself to something that wasn't necessary. So let's say you're invited to go to some party on the weekend. You find out that two of the people attending this function or this party have been very, very sick with a virus, we won't say which virus, it would probably be within your best interest to not attend and not put yourself in any kind of risk. In regards to movement, don't speed if you're on a motorbike or in a car. If you are in a motor vehicle with somebody else who's taking chances and everything, tell them you want to get out of the car. I'm not seeing an actual car crash or anything like that, but I am seeing some kind of accidental happening that can be prevented if you just say no. Health-related matters is a little bit of something, again, with a hereditary thing that may need to be just patience and timing and not trying to fix something too quickly. Money-wise and business-wise, something not going the way you thought. You got on your journey, you went forward, you've done your studies, you've done your work, you've done your training, whatever it is. It's almost like you apply for something, but it doesn't work out in June. Eventually it will, but not in June. And you again have a message here about an unlikely source giving you an offer. I would be taking that offer, whatever it is. It looks pretty damn good. All right. It's like rescuing you out of something. So if you've been working in a job, the money's not up to scratch, the people you work with doesn't fit with you anymore, it's kind of telling you, look for the option that isn't what your normal option is. It's like when you're in a relationship with somebody and it doesn't work, and then you go for somebody that's exactly like the person that it didn't work with. When it's something like that, it's bound for disaster. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's see. I want you to think of two situations. And now if anybody's typing anything on there, I cannot see it. Up next, we've got a detailed reading for Chris on Uprise in June, her job in June. All right, here we go, Gerald. Think of your two subjects, top and bottom. You've got if you wanted a yes or a no, you've got a maybe for the first question because you've got no, maybe, and yes. So it won't answer it as a yes and no. Your second one, you've got a no, yes, which is a maybe. It's more leaning towards a negative situation with whatever the second situation was you were talking about. Your messages in the first situation is telling you to just take your time, look at what happened in the past, work out what mistakes you made and not make them again. Whether that be health and healing, you're being told to take some time and just be on your own and reflect about who did what was your part in all of that. Whether it be work or relationships, it doesn't really matter. You're just being told to reflect. You will be presented with an option coming up in June, and there may be some unexpected windfall coming your way at the end of June going into July, as long as you take on something different. There's something different coming up that you need to think about. Your second situation you're thinking about, there's a sudden change on its way. You need to accept the change and move forward with it. The sun will come out. You've got my favorite card in the deck here. But there are at times where you feel like you're getting exhausted by other people's energies. It's time to move on from whatever that energy is. All right, okay, so the second one is for, let me just check the messages here. Where are we at with messages on here? Okay, I did see a payment back earlier on. There was a super chat payment. I can't see it. Okay, Alyssa did a $2. We'll do that after Chris's reading, and then we're on to Erica's detailed reading. So Alyssa with a $2. What was the question? John and I worked this weekend. I don't know if that's a question. That's not a question. Anyway, I'll sort that out in a minute. Nina or Chris, can we find out what that is? Is that a question or... Anyway. So we're up to a June around your work at Uprise. Is that right, Chris? We're just doing Uprise for the June reading. Chris, is that yours? Do you happen to see a donation from the other day? The other day, where? Where was the donation the other day? If you paid for a reading when I was live last time, or do you mean you paid while I haven't been live? Let me just quickly look. No, I can't recognize my face. Hang on a sec, guys. Oh my gosh, the sun. Why can't it see my face? Oh, it's too much sun. Okay. Isn't that weird? Like if I face it to the sun, it can see me, but if I face it away from the sun, if my face is in the sun, it can't recognize me. All right, I'll sort that out in a minute, Alyssa. I'll check all of that in a minute, because there was reading I did for somebody that wasn't here online last week. I can't remember which person it was, and I just went ahead with the question, and I did the reading. I think I did a mini for somebody that wasn't here. It may have been you. I don't know. Anyway, I'll get to that in a sec. Can we find out what's going on? And up next we have Crystal. Let me just check with Crystal. Oh, this is so hard here, sitting in the sun, facing the sun. The damn music, it's almost like they turn it up. So you paid on PayPal. It was only $2, but I wasn't live. Okay, so you've paid 2 lots of $2, right? So you got 2 yes and no's. All right, Chris, you're saying yes, ma'am. Thank you, Chris. Sorry, guys. It's like these block out the phone. It looks black to me. I can't see anything. So if you are trying to type something to me, I can't see anything that you guys are saying until I lift these things up and get myself out of the sun. I can't believe this weird music that they're playing. Hopefully it's not getting picked up and the microphone is drowning it out. I got this microphone on Amazon, and I looked at reviews, and when I seen the guy using it and testing it out, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how good it was, and he said he bought 4 different kinds, and he wasn't doing reviews on any one except this one. He said, because basically to him, this was the only one that worked. Now, it may not be charged enough, so I don't know. I'll put it on the full charge when I go home again. All right, Chris, we did Jarell. Okay, so Chris, we're doing your one on Uprise. I really didn't think you would be up at Uprise anymore. When I looked at things a year ago, I really thought another opportunity was coming. I knew you were looking. I just thought that other opportunity would have come. I know you said you took on a second job, not just Uprise, but I really thought there was going to be something that took you away from Uprise altogether. But anyway, let's see what's happening at Uprise. Crystal at Uprise, show me what she needs to see for the month of June and moving forward. What does Chris need to see? What's going on at Uprise for her, her job, possible promotion? What's going on there? Is she going to stay? Is she going to go? Is it going to be another opportunity? What's going on with Chris at Uprise for the month of June? Just check that you're saying. Congratulations, Erica. I just read quickly through what you've said there. Okay, Uprise, Chris. I'm seeing your loyalty. Okay, so at times I feel where you're not committed to what it is there. Like it's like almost like I've put so much effort into this, and I'm still where I am here. I'm not seeing the movement I want to see. Then you're like, I'm going to try harder, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and your loyalty to this job is holding you there, okay? I do see something about normally a black 9 sitting next to the Queen of Spades represents you calling it quits down the track. How far away? The 2s could represent February next year. They could represent 2 months from now. They could represent 2 years away. But it's literally showing, eventually, it's showing you going, I'm done here. Now, the other way of looking at it is that you're on a journey at Uprise, another female's on a journey at Uprise. The 2 of you don't mix. And there is a distinction between the 2 of you where you're on this journey, you're on the right path, you're dedicated to what you're doing, but you can see that this other person is not there to help Uprise. They're there to help themselves, and they're just not reliable. It could be a benefit to you because I'm seeing a little bit of a money increase and something that you've been wanting to happen at Uprise eventually finally coming out. Now you have 3 3s here and 2 2s here. One of the 2s is red and one of the 3s, 2 of the 3s are red. And you also have diamonds in the 3s and diamonds in the aces. You've got double aces here. Now, Uprise, I'd like to say that you're finally getting a promotion because you've got double aces. You've got the king sitting here. One of the aces is a diamond, which is the money and that. But I don't think it's promotion. I think it's a pay rise. So there's responsibilities there that are somebody else's responsibilities. So let's say that you have to sign 10 pieces of paper a day. I'm just giving you a random sort of thing to show you what I'm talking about here. You're now being asked to sign 20 pieces of paper, and the other 10 belong to Helen, who's just not doing her work, okay? So it won't go unnoticed. There will be a half pay rise. So what I'm seeing here is, let's say you do 6 hours a day, all right? They're expecting you to do maybe 8 or 9 hours a day because you're taking on somebody else's responsibilities that they're not doing. It will be beneficial to you because the little minimal pay rise goes to something more substantial and possible discussions of renegotiation on a contract. Now, I don't feel this is happening in June. I feel this is a bit more further down the track with this job. I do see a disagreement between you and somebody else, like turning up at work or logging into however you do things, whether you're working from home or you turn up at the business and literally going, no, this is not what I signed up for. This is not in my contract. We need to renegotiate. So I'm basically seeing a renegotiation coming up, and it will go towards your favour. I see you presenting your case with the 7 of Hearts. 7 of Hearts is your plan of your future, your job, your responsibilities. You do have 2, 4, 6 here, but the 2 and the 4 is black. And that's where I'm seeing where you're saying that's not part of my negotiation. That's not part of my contract. Okay. Oh, you're not saying anything to me. You're talking about donations. All right. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck just before we move on to the tarots for you, Chris. Yeah, bottom of the deck, I'm seeing a possible plan of movement within the work. You're ending something in the next couple of months. So I don't know if because you're taking on more at Uprise, this second job that you were doing or you are doing, you may have to let that go because there's too much going on with Uprise now, or it's the reverse situation where you could get more or there's something else coming into it. I'm not really seeing a new opportunity though, not elsewhere outside. I'm seeing something where you're trying to negotiate of stepping away from whatever that is. So I'd have to say, because the Jack of Clubs represents something outside of where you are, and I'm asking about Uprise, I'd have to say it's the second job that you're sort of, with what you're doing with Uprise, there's no time, like for your free time is getting used up by doing this other job. Anyway, let's see what we get in the tarots about Uprise. Make sure they're not all upside down. I should have turned these all around, you know what I mean? Okay. Okay. Show me crystal and uprise over June. What's going to happen for crystal? What opportunities are there? What might not be so great at uprise? What's going on for crystal at uprise, in her job, in her career during June? I'm keeping the focus on the job, Chris, as best I can. I did see some stuff to do with personal matters in the poker deck, but I wasn't going there with it. I was just leaving it alone. And as soon as I said that, your first card out at uprise was the Knight of Cups, a relationship going to the next level. Now let's look at that in work and relationships at work. We got the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, so the discussions about your passion and your drive and what you want to do. And then we've got the Emperor here. I feel this is you taking your power back and stipulating what it is you want. You will be withdrawing and contemplating and just sort of like, almost like meditating at home about what it is you want to do. You're getting recognized for all your hard efforts with the Queen of Wands here. You are having victory and success. I am seeing a bit of a delay with things. All of these cards are upside down. I thought I turned them the other way. You're going to be manifesting the changes that you want. You're also, there is something unknown sitting here. We're going to get more information on the unknown card. And then something coming to an end. Ten of Swords, as you know, can mean feeling defeated by something, feeling like something didn't go right. For me, when I'm asking about a job, I feel this is more to do with something coming to completion, especially sitting under victory and success. So let me just ask, bottom of the deck we have Queen of Cups, Page of Swords, and the Hangman. So rushed energy and a slow energy all at once. I feel that's a personal matter because you've got the Knight of Cups here and the Queen of Cups over here. I feel that there's a personal matter going on in a positive way during the month of June that's trying to get into this reading. Okay, so let's just see more information on why the moon is sitting here at uprise. What's the unknowns that she needs to see? What does Crystal need to see? Why did this moon come out? The moon is around another female. There's another female here. Whatever it is, it's going to make you very, very happy. We've got this kind of joining together coming up. Something really, really nice here. It's a surprise. So the moon is turning up as a nice surprise. So we've got Magician, Moon, Queen of Swords, and Ten of Cups. Queen of Swords could be you, or it can be another female who's like the boss or someone in charge. And then Ten of Cups. So I'm asking why the moon's here. The moon's not a nasty surprise or a horrible secret. The moon is all about the Ten of Cups, which is celebration. So you've got some nice surprise coming through in uprise. I'm wondering if the Ten of Swords energy, let's just see why the Ten of Swords is here as well. Ten of Swords, I think, is the completion of something. It's like you're finally done with something to move forward now and be victorious. Because you've got Emperor with victory, and then you've got Ten of Swords where you're ending something. Ten of Swords is a small offer, and the money, the Nine of Pentacles, which is in reverse. So your page and your thing, this is another offer, and I'd have to say that the Nine of Pentacles is where you do something till the very end. It's in reverse. So this is literally where you're saying no thank you to something that's coming in from elsewhere. Anyway, hopefully that all made sense. And let's get on to your two questions, Chris. And then up next, we will do Alyssa's $2. I'll have a look in PayPal. Oh, actually, there was $1 sitting in there when I opened it. Before I went live, there was $1.04 sitting in things. So it might be $1 American, which would be $1.80 Australian. Because they don't tend to take, if you've paid $2 US, PayPal doesn't usually take half of it. Never takes half of it, but it might be because it's a small amount. I don't know. I'd have to look. I've usually seen $2 payments, and they are $2 payments in PayPal. Anyway, I'll check again, Alyssa. But when I turned it on, there was $1.04. I might have been charged a fee. I'll just have a look. I might have been charged the $1.99 Australian dollars for my Apple thing. I think actually I did get charged that. Anyway, Chris, this is for your two situations. I want you to think of two things. You could think about Uprise, or you might want to think about relationships or something else. Anyway, top is your first one. In regards to a yes and no, you get a maybe with the first situation. And with your second situation, you get a yes and a no. So it's a maybe situation. So it can't be answered with yes and no. Your final messages are the energy around your first situation is fighting within yourself about two situations and a choice you need to make along a financial kind of agenda. So I feel like you're looking at where the money is, where you're more contented, and what do you need to let go of and what do you need to keep financially. And you're in your own head working it all out. You're coming up against obstacles, but you're working out an alternate way to face things. I'm not really seeing that anything to do with relationships and that. I'm thinking that's to do with work. Your second situation, whatever it was you were thinking about, there's some information coming towards you very, very quickly, and there is a financial gain on its way and a lot of success coming, possible new job or a new position, okay, or more responsibility, different responsibility. But there is definitely a pay rise with this Ace of Pentacles upright and the Knight of Swords coming in to give this thing to you. Again, not really feeling it's anything to do with relationships and that, unless you were thinking about that. If you were, it's possibly an offer of an engagement ring coming, because the Ace of Pentacles is the Ace of Diamonds, which is a ring, and that Knight of Swords is like the King of Spades, where this person's thinking about making an offer and coming into you and divulging their truth. Okay, so that's congratulations if that's what it is. Chris, anyway, that's Chris. Up next, I've just got to check this thing on what Alyssa said. Because, yeah, when I turned it on, I seen $1.04, but I thought that was $1 for Australian money. But it may have, as I said, took a payment as well. Let me have a quick look here. Come on. PayPal's being a pain. Erica, we'll get onto your question in a minute. Alyssa, I think you were the one that sent me an email, weren't you? And you said if you made a payment, what was the turnaround? My apologies. I thought that we were definitely coming here Monday or Tuesday, and yesterday the hubby had no sparring partner, if you want to call it that. And Monday, it was just, like after the weekend and everything, we just decided not to come up here. I can't open PayPal at the moment. I'm going to have to restart my phone. All right, so what we'll do, oh no, I can't restart the phone because of the internet. The internet is powering up this phone. All right, Alyssa, I'm going to trust that you did pay that. I did see money was sitting in there, but I'm assuming that I had a payment there. Okay, Alyssa, Jen and I worked out this weekend in the temple. I found out that he is moving to Arizona. He was quiet, not very good mood. He didn't text me back when I told him good luck and bye. How is he feeling? Okay, so this is just a $2 question, because you said you paid $2 and now you've paid $2 again. Have you got two $2 questions? Is that what we're doing? Erica, your question's at the top somewhere. I'll just scroll back and look for Erica's question while we're sorting out what's going on with Alyssa's $2 ones. Sorry, Alyssa, I should have done yours first before I did anything else, because I forgot that you were sending payment through. Erica, where are you? Happy birthday if you're still here, D-Dog, Mike Hawk, 50th birthday. Congratulations for getting there, mate. So many people like just popping off before they even get to 40 and 50, you know. I'm still looking for Erica's question at the moment. Erica, you may have to write it out again. There it is. I was right. New zip code begins with 35. Okay. Okay, I can't see the question, Erica. Okay, so that's Erica's question there. Alyssa, what are we doing for Alyssa? What's happening with Alyssa? I'm going to move on. I'm going to do Erica's question and we'll come back to Alyssa. Sorry, Alyssa, I need to see what we're doing. Are we doing two $2 questions, one $2 question? What are we doing? Okay, so Erica, you and your husband put money down to have the new home built. Yay! He signed the builder contract yesterday. When do you see us moving into the new? This is why every time I tried to look at the house, I couldn't see any clear path that you were actually buying this house. I kept seeing three, that there was other options, there was other things you were going to do. Building makes sense. That's why it was there. Alyssa's not answering at the moment. Okay, we'll move on to Erica's and we'll come back to Alyssa. Alyssa, if you're listening to this, we need you to say something in chat, please. I'll do the Alyssa's question about, she wanted to know how John was feeling, was it? Nina, can you just get that question again for Alyssa and post it there? I'll do that $2 one. If she comes back in and there's a second one, we'll see how we go. The zip code being a 35. Is there water near where you're going to be building? Is there a creek or a river or a lake or something near there? I didn't feel it was the ocean. I felt like it was a creek, a river or a lake. Could even be a dam, a man-made dam that is nearby. He signed the builder's contract. When do you see us moving into the new home? They've said 8 to 10 months. Okay. I'm going to base the moving into the new home, the new building. I'm wondering if you're going to build it, it's going to look the way I kept seeing it, the front of it, with, you know, like the white and the square things, and then the big door. I thought the door was wooden. Anyway, we'll get on with things and we'll see how we go. Congratulations on signing contracts and everything. Okay, Alyssa, Erica and Lance. Erica and Lance, they have signed contracts for a builder to build a brand new home for them. Erica has signed contracts to build a brand new home. It's a bridge with water by the area. I kept seeing water like a creek or a river or something running near the property. And the 35. Okay. When will Erica and Lance be moving? Now, I'm going to take the numbers on the cards as the months, okay? So if I see 3, that's March next year. If I see 1, aces, that's January next year, or 1 year, not 8 months, okay? The aces are tricky. But, yeah, so we'll take 2s is February, 3s, you know, like so on and so on. And we're looking for doubles and we're looking for movement. 7's a movement, 5's a movement. But if we've got doubles, that's the months. And obviously it won't be July. That's only a month away. When will Erica and Lance have their house lock-up stage, get the keys and be able to move in? All right, we've got movement and things here. We do have an 8 sitting here with the king and signing the documents. We got the 2 kings, we got the 5 with the movement, we got the surprise. So it is showing me 8. Now it can't be August unless it's August next year, which would be way, way away. And I don't think the cards would look happy if that was the case. There will be a hiccup with the building process right at the very beginning. There will be something that is unknown, or let's say that you pick out a particular brick that needs to be used. They may run out of that particular brick, or if there's certain wood floors that you need inside of the home, there is something that's missing. It's like they ordered $2,000 worth and only $1,000 worth arrived. And because of the colouring of it, like I don't know if you know anything about tiles and everything, they come in die lots. And if you don't get the same tiles in the one die lot, you could have a slight differences and your floor could look grey over here and a blue grey over there. So yeah, I'm seeing a hiccup and a delay, and possible where you have to pay a little bit of an extra fee, some kind of government thing that wasn't there when you purchased the property. Okay, so there may be another small bill coming up because they changed the rules in that particular area or something like that. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. When will you be moving? Okay, now we got the double tens sitting right here underneath a 5. So I'd have to say they've told you 8 to 10 months. How far away is October? Where are we? June, July, August, September, October. That's too soon. There's no way. I doubt that it could be up in 5 months' time. So I'd have to say that this is telling me your wish and concerns or your desires, everything's here. You do have a single ace here. The queens represent 12 months. You got double queens here. You got the one ace sitting next to it. So unfortunately for me, you didn't have a double 8 up there. If you had a double 8, I'd have to say the 8 months like what they said, because this is showing a nice surprise and everything. This is showing 10 to 12 months because we got double 10s and we got the double queens. So that could mean December with the queens representing 12, the 12th month. Okay, so what are we now? June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That is only 7 months still. I'd have to say it's 10 months. 10 months from now. So 10 months from now will be January, February. Oh, we have February. I just seen it, the 2 2s. The final outcome card is the 2 2s. So I was looking for 2 red cards because you got 1 red 8, you got 1 red 10, 1 black 10. That is the construction and the money and the house itself. You've only got the 1 ace sitting there. The only other cards you had was the queens, which represent 12. So to February next year, we've got, when we get to June, we've got 7 months left of this year, 9 months. I'm going to give you 9 months. Sorry, I said 8 months at the top because you had a smile and signing contracts here sitting next to an 8. I was waiting for the second 8 to come out. It didn't come out. It's no way it could happen in 5 months because you've got double 5s. So I'm going to give February next year because you're happy here. You've got the Ace of Hearts with the 9 of Hearts, which is wishes coming true. And you've got you sitting there looking at your contract, looking at your what's going on here. What month did you get married? Is it going to fall within an anniversary? They said it would take 2 to 4 months to get the builder's permit and then 4 months to build the actual house. Well, I'm going to say that it's going to take 5 months to build the house, which will take 9 months. 9 months is February. We'll see. We'll see if I'm correct here. Now, as I said, there is a document problem or an ordering problem, and then it doesn't turn up, and then you sort it out. So if something is supposed to cost, let's say you were told it was going to cost $4,000 worth of roofing or whatever, something to do with 4 is actually 5, and you've got to pay that 1 extra. Okay, and there's a delay there, but then it all starts to happen and the money starts to flow. It's also showing me, I'm assuming because it's building, you do the same thing we do out here where you lay down a substantial amount of money, which is for them to get all of the products and everything to get it happening and to pay the wages of the workers. there may be where they ask you, is it possible for you to give them that little bit extra so they can get you this particular thing and secure it, that they get it on time. There is some controversy going on when you get right down to the nitty-gritty. Some kind of paperwork. Again, I feel like it's something official or insurance, or you're being told here to make sure you have the correct insurance cover. So don't go for the cheapest insurance on the site. Make sure that you're paying for the correct insurance to cover you for storm damage, flood damage, or whatever. Make sure that you've got the correct insurance here, because I'm being shown, make sure she reads the contract. Make sure Lance and Erica read that particular contract and the fine print. And if someone says to you, look, if we get this guy to give us the blah, 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 he only charges so much for the trucks, and he only, and my mate can come and do this and that for you, you may end up paying more money by trying to cut out money. So don't take the shortcut, go along the proper contract and stick to the plan. I am seeing you shaking hands at the end of it. You've got the 22 sitting at the bottom of the reading, which again, I'm thinking is February. So that's what I'm getting there. Alyssa, I'll just see what other messages you need with what's going on with the building. Show me what else is going on with building the new house for Alyssa and Lance. How will things go for Alyssa and Lance moving forward? How will things go? When will they be moving in? Will they be moving in February, which is 9 months' time, and the 2's representing February? 10 would be the spending, the house, the money, completion. Will it be 9 months' time for Erica and Lance? Okay, what have we got? Our user standing very, very solid on something here. It's like we're used to talking the talk with somebody. They're saying, oh, we want you to put a little bit more in. There's a discussion going on about the contracts and what was exactly signed for. Make sure you know your rights and know what is all in the fine print again. There is an offer that you need to refuse here. So there may be a shortcut offered. You're being told in the long run it might cost you more money. Don't go cheap on things like electrical contractors or roofers, plumbers, all of those things. I've seen some really shoddy work happen where people end up with cracks in walls and plumbing not working or getting blocked or cement poured in the wrong hole, all that sort of thing. There will be where you're having a bit of a disagreement with Lance on a particular thing. I think it's more to do with how you want something to look, not something about, like fencing around the property. You might want really high fencing to shut everybody out, and he might want like a picket fence that's low and where people can see into the yard and all trees everywhere. So I feel like any kind of arguments going on between you and Lance are just merely superficial kind of things where you eventually come to an agreement on it. One person compromises there. There will be some things come to light. Yeah, you need to really look at all of that. Trust in your intuition with what's going on here. If something feels wrong, make sure you bring it up. And constantly go out and check on what's going on out there. Okay, now we come to the last part. Again, congratulations on laying money down and signing contracts. Good luck with it all. I want you to think about 2 situations now, and we're moving on to Alyssa with her question about how whoever was feeling right now. Has Alyssa come back in, Nina? Oh, there it is. Okay, I see her question there. Okay, Erica, think about 2 situations. I'll give you a yes or a no if I can get that. And just final messages. Good luck. We got no and yes, so it's a maybe. And we got no, no, no and yes and no. Okay. More of a no on the second question that you were asking, and more of a yes, is it? Yeah, more of a yes. So the first situation is more positive and more moving forward and a yes. It is telling you to take your time. It is telling you there is some kind of money coming in that's going to make you very happy. So there's some kind of windfall. And I know that you've asked questions before and had readings, were you going to inherit some money, win some money or something like that? There is something, you may be selling something for more than you expected. Let's say you've got shares in McDonald's. You may share them you may sell them for triple what you paid for them or something like that. And actually, I think it was on the news the other day about their stuff has gone down. Their thing has gone down at the moment. Anyway, we're not here to talk about them. And I don't even know why I thought about them. Yeah, I don't eat the stuff myself. All right. You've got something to do with taking care of yourself and taking your time with something. Don't rush anything. Even if you're feeling like really frustrated, why is this not done? Why is that not done? Just take your time with things, and you're going to move through the things of the past. There is some female energy coming across towards you that is trying to make you or Lance feel guilty. I'll give you one guess as to who that might be. And it can be around a financial situation. Don't get bogged down by somebody else's betrayal, somebody else's problems. You will be signing more contracts. You will be laying out the vision of how things need to be. You're going to, and there's a lot of hard work ahead. A lot of hard work ahead. All right, so we're on to Alyssa's $2 question. Has Alyssa said anything about why she paid $2 twice? I'll just check if I can open PayPal again. I'll have to take these off because PayPal wouldn't open with them on. It's just not loading for some reason. PayPal's having a big problem. It just worked. I had to shut it out. All right, let's see what the story is with Alyssa. Okay, yes, she did pay $2 twice. Okay, so Alyssa's first question on here said, John isn't communicating. She thought he was interested, but maybe not. But then this question's saying that John and I worked this weekend in the temple. I found out he's moving. Oh, so that's what the mood was. So you get a second question for the other $2. If you want to combine the $2 payments, give me a bit. Oh, okay. All right, we'll do that. I mean, it's not really, what is it? It's only $4, so it's half of a mini, because the $2 are just yes or no. So we'll do yes or no around this whole situation. I'll set it for 3 minutes. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Well, actually, normally a $2 reading is just 3 of the cards. So we'll do them and we'll do them on the one question, okay? So we'll give you a double read on this situation. He hasn't texted you back. You want to know how John is feeling. Okay. So we won't set the clock because these are $2 readings. And then after this, we have, I think, Meh. And we're closing the thing now for today. I'll finish up after this one. Oh, come on. This thing drives me nuts. It can't recognize my face with this on. All right, so, Chris did one again. We've got Meh with a mini. Okay, and then we've got Chris with a detailed again. How come that's not coming out like that? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's only 4. 4.5. We could maybe take on one more. We'll just see how we go, okay? All right, so this is for Alyssa. Alyssa, we're going to do the 2 piles because you paid 2 lots of $2. Alyssa and John worked at the temple together. He's leaving. She's wished him good luck. He's not responding. How is John feeling about Alyssa? How is John now feeling that he's moving away? How's he feeling about Alyssa? What you need to know. Think about a yes and no while we're doing this. You know, like think about a yes and no in your mind. Okay. You've got a straight out yes for your yes and no. All right. How's John feeling? Either you or him was only giving a little bit. He's also feeling like you're holding on to something from the past with him. And he's feeling like he's letting you go, like he's almost like a depressive kind of feeling. So he's not happy about the fact that he's moving away, and he may not be happy at the fact that you just went, oh, well, good luck. I wish you good luck on your journey and all the rest of it. He's feeling a bit of remorse. He feels like in the past, you two were sharing things. You said you were working at the temple together. So you've shared work and friendship. He's also feeling like you may have been holding on a little bit too tight to what it was. And he just feels that him with his work and everything, he's not getting stimulated the way he wants to be. So that's why he's moving. Nothing to do with you. The other thing here, what he feels is he knew he had to take this opportunity right now. That's why he's going. He does feel a sexual attraction towards you. He does like your companionship. He has enjoyed time together with you, but it's just showing the world here like it's done whatever it's going to do, and it's time to move forward now. I don't think it's over for you and him, even though he said he's moving away to wherever. I'm wondering whether he'll be there for a while and come back or something. It's not showing me anything about coming back, but it is showing desire, it's showing friendship, communication, but it's showing almost like he needs to move free of other things for his job, for his work, whatever it is he's doing. There's other things he wants to do, and staying where he wasn't going to work. And it's almost like I feel he's wishing he could have took you with him. Anyway, we'll just do these ones. And thank you for the $2, top and bottom. These are not yes and no. These are just messages about John and how he's feeling. He is feeling sad and depressed about it all. He wants to make a new start. He's scared that he's going to make a mistake. He knows that this is not what you're wishing for, but your wishes and what you want is not aligning at the moment. He feels that this is the time. He either does it now or he never does it. So that's why he's going. He has got 8 of Swords here. He has been getting stressed and things like that. But he's took control with the Emperor. He feels that this is what I had to do. I had to take control of the situation. I needed to tell her I'm leaving. He's got single energy here as well. So it's almost like he wants to just do the single thing and focus on his career and whatever it is he wants to do. The good news is there's nothing showing here about another female. I was wondering whether he was moving away because he's been in contact with somebody else or something like that. And that's maybe what you were worried about. But I don't see anything to do with any kind of betrayal or anything like that. He is feeling a bit sad about that he's going. He has enjoyed the time he's had with you, but other than that, I feel that he knew that the timing was now. He had to take whatever the opportunity is, why he's going. That's why he had to go. What was this? Yeah, all good. So that's what I got for you, Alyssa. Thank you so much for the $2. Sorry I didn't see it before because I should have done it right at the beginning. All right. Up next we have Meh. Now, Meh, are you in the room, Meh? Meh, her question is on here. Just while I'm waiting for that, the other day I was watching a video made by a YouTuber who does music. And it was basically a complaint about how YouTube is shutting people down, giving them strikes and that, and people that get on YouTube to teach you how to play a particular song. There's certain songs that are red flagged no matter who you are. If it's playing in the background, like I've got stuff playing here, I'm trying to do my best, I'm putting this on here. If the people who wrote the songs or whatever actually looked at my video, they'd see that the music playing in the background has nothing to do with what I'm doing here. But yeah, I seen the video and they said that, you know, like if they're sending you emails saying that this song came up and that song came up, mostly nothing will happen. It'll just say that you can't make money out of the video, and that's what's been happening to me on occasion. But hopefully, yeah, I'm... Alyssa, you are Meh. No, Meh is a totally different person. I can't say her name online. She doesn't want me to say it. Alyssa did a $2 payment. Meh has asked a question, will I run into the Libra? Meh has been coming to my channel forever. Alyssa, her name shows up on here as none. So Alyssa, whenever you do make a payment, make sure that you say that this is Alyssa, because sometimes I might forget which one is none. No, Meh is a totally different person. Two names, KG. So Meh wants a mini reading. Will she run into the Libra? And then Larry wants a June from the Prophetess. Hello, Larry, if you're watching. Okay, so that's Larry. Details in June. Okay, so Meh, you want to know if you're going to run into the Libra. This is a mini read. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like they've turned that music up out here. There must be a hater in the club that comes out here, sees what I'm doing, and decides to turn the music up even louder. It used to happen at the other club if certain people were working there. She would deliberately turn the television up behind me, or she would turn the music up if I was in an area where there was music. And I used to think, oh, that must be a hater. Anyway, Meh. Will Meh run into the Libra? Meh wants to know, is she going to run into the Libra? I'd have to say you will. If you've seen this person before, this is reconnecting. Five of Hearts is either a reunion or reconnecting to somebody. The Ten of Diamonds is in a social atmosphere, so it's literally like spat out on the table that you're going to run into this person in a group of people. So you might go to a local club or a function or the movies or something, because there's a group of people there. You are being very quiet and shy. You want to say some stuff and you want to do the right thing, but you're not too sure. You got the good and bad cards flopping out on the table. I just feel that's you, that even if you run into this Libra person, you don't speak, or you're not sure what to say. Anyway, let's see what we get for you. What do we get for Meh in regards to this Libra? There's more than the Libra that you're running into. There's something to do with a government building, and now I know that you finished your schooling and all of that sort of thing, so I don't know if you're going to be going to the hospital to visit somebody and the Libra just happens to be there, or they work there or something like that, because again it's showing me a public place, a public setting. You have something coming up in your reading that has nothing to do with love, romance, or running into somebody. It is showing me nighttime, and it's showing me that there's somebody there that you don't like, that they're there. So the only way I can see this, I'll tell you about the other message that's in your reading that's nothing to do with love and romance and Libra, as soon as I finish this bit. I feel this is at night, and there's other people there, but I do feel there may be a female standing right next to the Libra and smiling and laughing and all of that, and you're sort of like, oh, what's going on there? So I don't feel that it's just you and the Libra and you're having a nice conversation or anything like that. You could be having a conversation, but I feel that there's somebody there and you're a little bit uncomfortable with this other person being there. Now, the other cards I wanted to mention, what came out for you is, I know that you've got a job. I know that you're working through the process of this job that you're doing. You've got an opportunity coming up very, very soon for either a new position or a pay rise or something new that you're going to be doing. Somebody's not going to be too happy about it because you get it. You're going on some new journey in work. Now, at the bottom of the deck here, we do have a relationship down the track for you, and I'm assuming the Libra person. Libra would be the spades, which is the air sign. It is in the future, but it's showing me in the very near future, like next week, next month. There's other people around this person that you're wanting to connect with, and it's not just you and that person. Okay, so your main question, would you be connecting with them in the month of June or whatever? Yeah, in a group kind of atmosphere, not a one-on-one kind of what you're really wanting. Down the track, you are connecting with somebody. Let's hope it's the Libra, but it's not here yet. Okay, let's see what we get top and bottom with these, and then we'll do your one question, and then we're on to Larry's June predictions. All right. I'm going to nominate certain cards for Larry when I get there, Chris, that represent work, specifically work and personal, okay, in regards to that because of his job. Okay, Meh, you have this Two of Cups almost sitting like you're stressing out about it. This is the person sitting at home. When's it going to happen? I want to speak up. I want to go there, but is it coming? Is it coming? It is sitting in the future with a lot of other people. 10 of Cups is a gathering of family or friends, a wedding, a party, the movies, whatever, like I said before. This doesn't go according to plan. Something you wanted to do, it's just not there happening. And you're still hanging around waiting for that opportunity. So will you be in connection? Yes, you will, but not in the way that you're wanting it to be. Not yet. And there may be also another person coming in because you had 3 male energies in your reading, not just the Libra. There was 2 others that were totally different energy. One of them was the love heart. So the love heart reading, yeah, that was a different energy there. All right, up next we have Larry's detailed reading, and then it looks like we're finishing for the day. And I hopefully will be back again tomorrow with less music, and I'll get this charged up overnight, and hopefully it comes in better. I'm going to test it out at home. I'm going to play music in the background and test it out to see and have a look if there's a way of turning volume up on my voice and turning things down, because there may be an actual app that runs this thing instead of just plug and play, which is what I've been doing. So if there's an app, hopefully there's an app that connects to this. If there is, I can get rid of that background even further. Okay. Oh, Bethel paid as well. Okay, we need to put a close to the readings now. Let me just check the phone again. Okay. Hopefully this is free to air music. There's Crystal. I don't see anything from Bethel. Sorry guys, there's nothing from Bethel today. Nothing from Bethel, guys? Bethel, when did you pay? There's nothing in here. Anyway, we'll do Larry's reading and we'll come back. We'll have another look. I'll taking a risk shutting PayPal because of what it's doing today. Now it's doing its weird thing again. Okay, it may be delayed coming in. Okay. Skip now. Okay, it just came in now. I had to reset it. August, September time. Okay. Okay, so we've got Larry detail for June and Bethel August, September detail. So with Larry, I might do June, July. For Larry, see what we've got with the 2 months, same as what I'm doing for Bethel, but main focus will be thing. All right, so we'll close the readings down now. That's it. I'm not taking any more donations today, guys. So if you missed out today, I started that ready for Larry, didn't I? If you missed out today, all I can suggest is be on the lookout. I should be back tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I should be on Friday. Okay, so here we go. I was planning on getting on live on my Sunday, your guys' Saturday, but we're actually going to a housewarming for my son and daughter-in-law and my grandkids on Sunday now, so I won't be available to do that. I thought that I was going to be at this competition thing. And I thought, well, might as well do some readings. Anyway, I should be back on tomorrow or the next day. Larry, this is for you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Larry, I want you to think about your 2 questions for the end of this, so that when we get there, you've got them set in your mind. All right, what's Larry got? The police officer, Larry. Crystal's man. What's Larry got coming towards him June, July? I'm going to nominate that the 10 of spades, Jack of spades, King of spades and everything is relating to the work, because it's government and things like that, and that clubs is more to do with personal. But if there's more dominant cards, spades will be work, clubs will be, normally clubs is work, but because he works in government, we're going to take spades as work. So if there's more clubs around an issue, so what's Larry need to know? What's coming towards Larry for June, July? Larry? Woo, Larry. We got friendship going to commitment. Your heart's overflowing here. There is a little fly in the mix. We have a nice free, which is the friendship and the connection, I'm assuming, Crystal. We have you putting your best foot forward here. Now, this is not you as the police officer, you as the lover, the friend, the hard worker. And this is you as being desired by Chris, and Chris desiring Crystal, you're desiring her, okay? So that's what it's going from a 3. It starts with a 3. It's going to a 2, okay? Now, 2 is where you shut out everybody else. It's just you and Chris, okay? Now, the fly in the ointment is somebody from the past, a black 3 here. Now, it's not going to rock the boat too much. It's just sort of like, that person's there. Take it, leave it. Now, it may be coming from Chris's side. It may be coming from your side. I won't know till we get further down. And then we have this beautiful Ace of Hearts. So the month of June is going to be a lot to do with the relationship. Now, I do know there's been discussions around fertility and things like that. There is an opportunity here When I see three represents the fertility, the ovaries, the testicles, the sexual act, the pregnancy type thing. When I see doubles, it normally means one after another, or it means twins and things like that. So we'll see. We need more information for it to actually mean that. But let's see. June for Larry. Oh my God, Larry. Okay, let's focus on relationship first. Relationship in your negative area, in your challenge area with the relationship is making sure that you choose the right words, or when you choose to go silent about something, or it's not anger, but it's more like saying something that you mean something, but it's taken in the wrong context, okay? There's also this frustration energy of, I don't like these people. Or, you know, like you go out to dinner somewhere with Crystal and run into some mates of yours, and it just makes the situation uncomfortable. Or you run into some friends of hers, and it's just something doesn't feel right. I do feel it's a male energy, somebody that needs to grow up, that might show up or have something to say. But then it's like, I'll show you what I'm looking at here so you can get the feel. We got the black 5. The black 5, it's not a spade, it's a club. The black 5 is when you speak. When it's black, it's not actually saying what you need to say, or it's not coming out the right way. It's sitting in a challenge area of being understood. A black 8, 8s are all about food and drink and enjoyment and being with people like-minded. When it's black, and especially a spade, it's like, let's just leave. Let's just go. It can represent drugs, alcohol, somebody getting drunk, somebody taking some drugs or something like that. And it could represent work. If it represents work, that would be drunken driving or driving under the influence of some sort of abusive substance. So it could be something to do with a drug bust or something going on at work. Whatever it is, if it's work or if it's to do with the relationship, you've got somebody being a juvenile. Now, literally with work, this could be somebody that's new at the job, and you notice that they're doing the wrong thing, and you're deciding whether you should talk to them, give them a talking to, or whether you should go to the higher up and report them. In regards to love, this would be being out somewhere, someone being not nice, and you saying, let's get out of here. And that's the best thing that you could do because you got happiness and things going the way you want. In regards to love, there's wishes coming true here. Now, moving forward, we do have some kind of confrontation going on here between two females. It could be an actual physical confrontation. I'd say that this represents Crystal because we've got the same thing again. I was mentioning to Crystal the other day, whenever I do a reading on the two of you or look at her love life or yours, you have the King of Clubs, the Queen of Clubs, and the Jack of Clubs. That normally means husband, wife, and child, father, mother, child, family, matches. You've got it coming out in yours. She gets it double. You get it once. That's attracted to each other, the right stuff for each other. Now, what I don't like what's coming forward is there's some kind of, there's Crystal, there's her being surprised by what? By this negative energy here, the Queen of Spades. Queen of Spades, now it can be work that she's sitting at home, you're at work, she knows you're at work, and she sees that something really horrible's happened to some female while you're at work, and she's worried and concerned for you. So there's some kind of shock coming towards her. Now, I did nominate that spades would represent work, especially if they're sitting next to working cards, which they are. So she may be concerned for your well-being. coming up in June. There may be a shooting, let's say, or there may be a drug bust or whatever. No need to worry. There is only one little black card here, and that's all about the commitment not being the way it is. It's also in relationships. That black 2 is your past, who you were in the past. So it could be her as well. It could be you're at work, she shows up at your work, all of this sort of thing. Now, the outcome cards, why I said no need to worry. What's going on in June is love, love, love. Possible taking a friendship, a relationship to the next level. I said this when I was looking at June for Crystal before, but I was looking at work, and I said this can represent an actual cementing of a relationship. It's a ring, basically. You don't have to have the ring. It can just be words spoken, but it's a commitment. And this is doing the right thing, and this is a hell of a lot of love there. Now, I just mentioned if you do have any kind of health-related matters going on, it's showing me something to do with an old injury. So I don't know if you used to play sports or something like that, or you used to run or something and you damaged a hamstring, or you damaged your knee or something. So I'm seeing something to do with the legs and pain. There is something showing up to do with the past and an injury. But in regards to health and well-being, if you've got a flu bug, you will be fine. If you've got some kind of injury, you will be fine. If you're making stuff for a barbecue or something and you accidentally cut yourself and that, you'll be fine. And by the way, I don't see anything to do with cutting, and I don't see any doctors or hospital or anything like that. So whatever this is, I feel like it's an old injury, and you get on track with things and you go, you know what? I used to wake up every morning and have a pain in my leg from that old injury. I've noticed that it's gone away now. So yeah, it's like something going in the right direction. Your outcome cards, we do have double aces with a red 10. Now you're new to my readings. I don't know if you're going to somebody else's wedding, but that normally represents a wedding. In regards to, I said that I was looking for a different card to mean pregnancy and babies. What I was looking for, we have the fertility, we have the sexual act, we have the fertility, we have the father, mother, child cards coming out, we have the doubles coming out, we have double aces here, double threes here. The one card I was looking for was the 9, which represents the 9 months, especially the red 9. We have the red 9 here. So I don't know if that's where you want to go, but it is showing up as getting stronger and stronger during June. We do have a black 9 afterwards, which would simply mean that it's not going to happen in June, but there's going to be a lot of trying in June, without saying too much about all of that. But yeah, Crystal, I know you're listening to all of this. I don't know, but there might be wedding bells. Might be wedding bells. At the very least, it looks like a commitment to each other there. All right, and be very, very careful with somebody. If there is somebody at work that's doing the wrong thing, maybe you need to sit them down and just give them a talking to and give them a chance. But if it can lead to something that's quite dangerous in that, you're given the opportunity there to do something about before it gets out of hand, okay? And be expecting that, oh, Larry, I just dropped them out on the table. That's the 2 of you celebrating, and you may be going an invitation to somebody's wedding coming up very, very soon, or Crystal might be invited and she's taking you along. But it also could be you yourself that's thinking about long term. You want to wait, you're hanging around waiting for something, and also there's some kind of contract coming up that you need to be involved in. All right, we'll quickly do top and bottom because the timer is gone. And I've got people coming out now, so I need to finish up. So Bethel's up next. Larry, your final messages from the tarot, it's just telling you about the building of the work, like looking forward into the future. Do you want to continue working where you're working? Do you want to continue doing what you're doing? Do you want to live where you're living? So I see a lot of planning and construction and everything moving forward. I don't know why I keep using the word construction today. It's the word that's in my head. You will be balancing two situations coming up. You're going to have to treat something very, very carefully. There will be somebody stressing you out coming up, and wishes will come true, but just not when you thought. And excuse that, that is the Australian cockatoo. They love to scream. Very, very noisy birds. You're going to be... You've got the King of Wands sitting next to the Nine of Cups. And as I said, the nines to me are about pregnancy and future. The 9 is in reverse at the moment, so it's not sort of happening when you expect. But King of Wands is usually somebody very attractive, very fertile, for lack of a better word. All right. As I said at the beginning, I wanted you to think of two situations, two questions. Let's see if we get a negative or a positive situation here. We are finished. Anyone joining us right now? I am closed after this next reading. I'm closed for the day. So you'll have to catch me on the next one and try and get online as soon as I turn it on. I never schedule any of the readings because I never know when I'm actually going to get here. Okay, Larry, here we go. Your first one is a very positive, backed up against a not so positive energy. So we'll pull another one out. We got the King and the Queen of Pentacles coming out looking at each other. There is someone trying to ruin this connection. So we have the King and the Queen. They're looking at each other. In the middle, we have the Seven of Swords energy of someone trying to steal you away, steal crystal away, whatever. I don't see the two of you, as this bond gets further and further in, they don't stand a chance in hell of getting in there. They're trying. There's somebody very, very jealous, somebody even thinking about dangerous behavior. Okay? Your second thing you're thinking about, we have yes, yes, very positive energy. We don't need the third one. There's generosity coming up. There's possible new employment or being offered something, some kind of payment coming in. So I don't know if you help somebody out with something around their house or, oh, hey, can you come over and spend the week here? We're laying some tiles down around the pool. It's like you're working on a project with somebody, but it's not work. So you're getting some kind of payment, some kind of bonus out of that. You will be very strong in taking your power back. You're also showing up as the father figure in the reading. So it's where you're looking after somebody coming up. Now, I feel that might have something to do with work. Okay, anyway, that's Larry. Thank you so much. And Bethel was wanting a detail for August, September, and then we're finished for the day. I'm hoping you can't hear that music. What I've noticed is as soon as it's lunchtime, as soon as it's 11:30, all of the Spanish background restaurant kind of music stops, and then the music that you hear on the radio starts playing. So I'm really hoping you can't hear that because it's quite loud. All right, here we go, Bethel. And this is another reason I need to go offline because of the music. All right, Bethel, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bethel, 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 Bethel. August, September. August, September. We're going to put August on the left and September on the right. August on the left, September on the right for Bethel. What's coming towards Bethel? August, September. August. We'd do 9 cards for August, 9 cards for September. Now, this is just general messages. I like September. There is something being signed in September. There is payment coming in August as well. There's some completion in August and there's another completion in September. September's looking more to do with love and romance. And I think when we did another reading, I said to you there was some kind of romantic opportunity, something coming in, but it was in September because I kept seeing the 9s. This is showing me soulmate connection, 10 of hearts, Ace of diamonds. Now it's showing me somebody that possibly recently got divorced or broke up. Maybe they break up right now, maybe they're waiting for the final contracts, and then you're connecting with whoever this is. So I'm seeing a soulmate connection in September. In regards to health and well-being, I'm seeing a minor illness around September. So you might have a tummy bug or a flu bug or something like that. There's nothing major there in regards to that. In regards to anything to do with work, I am seeing new opportunities there. At the beginning, you don't see that you're getting paid for what you're doing, but then you get a surprise that it's just going to take some time, and then you start to see what's happening. There also may be, if there's, let's say, 5 of you that work together on a particular project, somebody's leaving, which gives you more opportunity around September. In regards to the court-related matter, the double aces could mean signing a contract, but they're the love hearts and the diamond, and then you've got the jack of hearts there with a 10 of hearts in the middle. So I feel that this is more to do with romance and something really getting hot and steamy in September and feeling really solid. There is someone floating in the background though. There is a little bit of it's like either you want to take it to the next level and make it a solid commitment, or they do, but one of you is saying, not just yet, because that's not out of the picture yet, okay? So that's what I'm seeing over there. We'll come back to August now. August is all about money, work, and court. We have the 2 10s, which is normally where you invest money in a project, or not a project, like the stock market, or you get some big money handed to you, and if you went for 80,000, you get 80,000, and you invest it to turn it into 100,000, if you know what I mean. So you could be investing in property or talking about what you're going to do in the future with your money. There is some kind of payout here. It starts at 10. So let's say you want 100,000, which is represented by 10. They offer you 8, which is represented by the 8, 80,000, and you end up with 90,000. And I think we looked at this before. So you're not going to get the top point of what you want. You're not going to take what they offer. It's somewhere in between, okay, which is a good outcome. Your 3 outcome cards are 10, 8, 9, and that's where I'm getting this from. This is what you're wanting, this is what you're offered, and this is what you end up with, because that's a payout card. It's been a long, hard road for you to get there. There is somebody reaching out to help you. Be careful of who else they're talking to. We keep getting this kind of information when I look at your reading. I'm not really seeing the court, the police officer, the court, the hospital. None of those cards are presenting here. So I think this may just be about work and money. There is some financial gains coming towards you. And whatever this is, I feel like you're going to be studying really hard. Now, the double 4s could represent you going back to university or college or taking on some kind of course. Be prepared for not coping with that. So let's say you go, okay, I'm going to do my psychology degree. And you go at it with really good spirit. You really want to do that. I think you were looking at law. And then it's like it's insurmountable. You've got your day job where you have to go to work and you have to do things. And then you've got this here, which is showing something getting really, really high up and insurmountable. So there is a good outcome, financial outcome coming up in August. Now, as I've told you before, when I do things like this with the reading, I was shuffling on August, September. And I did specify that left was August and right was September. It could be reversed, okay? Everything I'm saying could be the opposite. Now, you do have something presenting itself that's going to take 1 year from now. It's sitting on the September side, 1 year from now. As I said, this is all to do with health and relationships and love and family and something getting very, very nice over here. This over here is showing a build-up going from 8 to 10, insurmountable. Then it's showing reward for all the pain. Reward for the pain. That's how we're going to leave that. but you need to be careful with who's telling you what or who you decide to tell information to, because they may turn around and tell somebody that you don't need knowing. All right, let's go on to these. There is a massive room here, and 3 people have come and sat at 2 tables away from me. There is, in feet, there is about, I'd say, 50 feet of tables away from me, 50 feet, 40 feet, and they've chose to sit 8 feet away from me. Can you believe it? When they've got all of that room. Can't believe it. All right, here we go, Bethel. We're going to do the same thing, August, September. Actually, August and September. August left, September right. 3 from the top, 3 from the bottom. August, after the big disaster, which I think that's sitting in the past and just having nightmares about it, it's showing where you're looking at the next steps. You do have a swords character here, which can represent the law, but it's telling you not to jump the gun, not to just take something because it's there. So like if they did offer you something and it wasn't up to scratch, I'm being told here to look at the other options and to take it a little bit further. There is regrets about something from the past here as well. I'm hoping that's somebody else's regrets here. Over here in September, we have the King of Swords and the Empress, and then we have the Queen of Wands. Now, I feel that you're both of them. I feel that you're the Queen of Wands where you're getting attraction from people. The Empress is just representing how much power you have as a feminine being. The King of Swords is someone trying to come towards you. You're also having somebody that has an idea and a plan. Possible Libra energy coming towards you. And you will not be tempted. Somebody may be trying to persuade you in a different direction. Now, because you've got Justice and you've got the King of Swords, I'm going to take that September now is showing me the court. This is them wanting to have a resolution here, and do not let them push you in a direction you don't want to go. The devil is in reverse. So I feel you're saying, nope, not going to hear about this. But I feel that the Empress is showing you being like the Emperor. You're taking control of this situation, if this is about the court thing. In regards to love, there may be somebody that is very attractive, very desirable, got their head square here. It may be showing me that they are the law or military, and they're coming towards you quite strongly. And you're just wanting to take your time and look at your other options, but you will not be swayed by someone who's trying to push the buttons. Sorry about the noise in the background if you're picking that up. I haven't got troubles with music now. I've got troubles with people talking right near me. So hopefully this microphone is picking up on me. I'll put it up here. With the August cards, we got the Tower, 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. So if we look at financial situations or court, I feel the Tower is what happened, what went on. I feel the 4 of Pentacles is the offer, which is not enough. And I feel the 7 of Cups is looking at what other options you have to move forward. Underneath the Tower, we've got the 8 of Swords. Again, I feel like what happened to you is sitting there at the bottom, all the stress and the pain and the suffering that you've had to go through. Page of Swords is where you want something over. You want it done, and you're considering this offer even though the offer is not right. And then you have the 5 of Cups. If you do take on something too quickly, I feel that you will regret the situation. And bottom of the deck, last messages, and then we'll go on to your 2 questions or your 2 energy reads. Bottom of the deck, we've got 9 of Swords developing into the 7 of Wands. So 9 of Swords, you're overstressing, not sleeping and everything. 7 of Wands, you're standing your ground and saying this is how it's going to be. With what? 2 of Cups as your final outcome, sitting at the bottom of the deck. 2 of Cups could be this union between you and somebody else. All right. And last cards for the day, and then we'll pack up. All right. 1, 2, 3. Think about 2 situations, Bethel. 2 situations for Bethel. We could do August, September anyway, just final messages for those 2. I'll give you a yes and a no. This is for the first one. This is for the second one. All right, the energy is forceful and positive. The energy over here is ambiguous or secretive, slow, and not too sure. So we've got a not too sure, a maybe situation over here. We've got a yes, yes, yes on the left-hand side. So if you wanted a yes and no for the 2 questions, you've got yes for number 1, maybe for number 2, and there's something unknown with number 2 at this point. It may be a delay in time here because you do have a timing opportunity card there. Your last messages for today are fight the fight and stand up for what's right for yourself. Taking back your power with the Emperor sitting here, and you do have a payout coming. Freedom from your hard work, rewards for your hard work, and freedom from the financial burdens you may have been having in the past. The other messages here are the Moon, one of my least favourite cards. There's something that's been a bit of an illusion here. There may be somebody that's using drugs or something like that around you at the moment. Be careful about that. Or they may be using that kind of information, drugs, alcohol, whatever. You're being told there's an opportunity there. You just need to be open-minded about which way to tackle it. It could be a learning thing, like I said, university, taking on some study. Not too sure which way to go though, because it's just saying it's time to face the fears and tackle it head on. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Take care, everybody. If you missed out today, I will be back hopefully tomorrow. There wasn't anybody else that paid, was there? Say ho, all of your predictions for me come true. Oh, so we have another reader in the room, do we? Do we have another reader in the room? I don't think anybody else paid, did they? God. I'm pretty sure nobody else paid now. Okay, that's it. We're all done, guys. Thank you, everybody that helped out. And yeah, so welcome to all the newbies that are in the room, and take care, and I'll catch everybody either tomorrow or the next day, hopefully. Yeah, I never know what's going to happen with what we're doing at the moment. So take care, everyone, and I'll catch everybody. My hair looks great in the sun. I was just speaking this morning about, I washed my hair last night, and I used a new shampoo my daughter bought me, and I like curly hair, and the stuff she bought me was a treatment for frizz or something like that. And when I dried it last night and I looked in the mirror, I thought, oh my God, it's hanging down the way I don't like it. So I've got to wait till it's a little bit dirty so it'll curl and stay curled. But yeah, I'm not too sure about that treatment if I'm wanting my hair to look curly. And plus, my hair, it needs colour. It needs something done to brighten up the colour a bit. Anyway, thank you for your thank you for your help, girls, and I'll talk to everybody later. Take care. Bye.